do you know that this place is the second classified desert in Europe? Plamen, are you ready to grab my camera?
Hopefully.
Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Ah, good job, good job.
As I told you before, these are unique places, but our government, as you can see by yourself, does not really care about it. They did not even maintain the road. You can see now that a snake changed their outfit. It looks like we might got some rain, but on 32 degrees, the rain is more than welcome. Yeah, this is the sand that they make glass from it. You can see what it is, exactly like dust. Чудните скали or wonder rocks or whatever you want to name it. Oh man, this color is unbelievable. Of course, roads, it's a diplomatic word. It's broke from here. So you can see how it collapsed. So what I plan today is to ride no more than 50 kilometers around my hometown Varna with a friend of mine and show you places that you never seen before, or maybe you have heard but never seen. Some people will say that just because I'm Bulgarian I'm talking this way, but if you make your research, deep research, you will find out that Bulgaria is one of the richest countries in terms of archaeological, geological and many other interesting things around the world. So it is not me, it is what it is. Tanks are full, we are ready. My riding friend is Plamen. How are you, my friend? How are you today? Many of you will remember him from the tours around Bulgaria with Rosseta Motorcycle Tours. He is the guy with the most completed knowledge from history, geology and anything in Bulgaria. So I will really enjoy your company.
God bless.
Yeah, you don't have to. Let's go and show some beautiful places, huh? All right.
Let's go.
It is not about the ride. The area around Varna is not really beautiful, even though we're gonna make a small loop and go to Aitos Pass, which is nice and got a new asphalt now. But the idea is again these interesting places around my hometown. This is our first step.
Yep.
And it's interesting, yeah?
More than interesting.
Well, I'm sure that many of you, as I said before, many of you have heard about it. The name is Stone Forest, or this is what they call it. It's very close to Varna, around 10 kilometers away from Varna. But the real history is much more than just the words Stone Forest. Plamen, tell me a little bit more about it.
You know, there are several legends about the origin of this place, but the most scientifically proven is the theory that actually these so-called stone columns are actually hydrothermal vents, which represent a vent from a undersea or the seabed volcanoes. Pavlin will show you later on. These are empty or empty in the middle.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb to one of these to show you that they've got a hose on the top, and these are, as Plamen said, like thermal vents or like exhaust vents of the existing volcano, and you can see that all of this is sand, and it is also the second classified desert in Europe. Yeah,
exactly. The first one is in Spain. Hello, Spaniards. Actually, all this area here, not only around Varna but many kilometers inside of the country, used to be a very ancient sea, so like 50 million years ago. And because Varna is situated on a hot mineral water lake, it actually explains why here have been so many volcanoes, or vice versa, why there is a hot water under Varna. The question is that all this is a sanctuary area situated on 50 square kilometers. It's quite big, guys.
Yeah, it's not like only it's going to the hills over there,
exactly,
on that side, and more that side, but because it's too hot and our bikes are on the road, we're not gonna walk all of this.
We shall go on the south side at the Varna lake with the bikes, and we'll show you one of the caps of the extinguished volcanoes. It's a very interesting place too.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm gonna risk my life now and
Yeah.
climb to one of these to show you what is on the top. We should have to record my poor attempts to climb on all of this. But anyway, this is the top of the vent. You can see the holes on it. So basically now the moment is full with sand up to the bottom. And see what I have found. These are 2 Bulgarian levs. Someone dropped it here or just left it, I don't know, but this will be my lucky coin. I'm gonna take it with me, I'm not gonna leave it here. So yes, these columns, they were much more, but during the years they start to collapse one after another, and only few are left at the moment, but at least you can see what it is. Plamen, are you ready to grab my camera?
Hopefully.
Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Ah, good job, good job. At least to record my way down. In case I miss a spot or start falling, at least you have a footage. The pain will be pain, but at least you have a footage. Ah, it's good. It is good. Okay. Alright, I'm ready. Despite the heat, I always enjoy this place. And there is more and more and more and more. I showed you just one very small part of it. So let's go back and move to the next interesting spot. You can see now that a snake changed their outfit. It's supposed to be the head. Yeah, it's a real desert and a habitat for a lot of species, include many snakes. Thank you very much for the info, my friend. Thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much.
Let's go on the next place.
Yes.
I told you that this stone forest is a unique place, but what I forgot to tell you is that there is only one more like this in the whole world. It is located in Denmark and it is under the sea. I will link you a few videos on this topic with detailed information how all of these stone formations are actually made. A few years ago, a group of Danish scientists came here. They make the necessary test and they prove that it is exactly the same as theirs, but theirs is 1 million years old, and this one here, the oldest stone, is around 60 million years old. But of course, riding around Bulgaria, you have to be ready for the potholes. They are like a part of the infrastructure, as I told you in the previous video. As you can see, the road to the second spot, it's different. As I told you before, these are unique places, but our government, as you can see by yourself, does not really care about it. They did not even maintain the road, and the next publicity is just even worse, because as I told you, many Bulgarian guys, even from Varna, they know nothing about this place, and this is wrong. It is there on the other side. This is the road we came. We stopped the bikes over there because to come here is just like a bush, but for our government. And this basically is like a big valley here. It's the actual crater of the Volcano, isn't it, Plamen? This is the crater, yeah?
It is the crater. It is an extinguished crater of a volcano, supposedly underwater volcano like 50 million years ago. The entire area is covered with very thin quartz sand.
Let me show this sand.
Yeah.
Let me show this sand.
It's almost like dust.
Yeah, this is the sand that they make glass from it. You can see what it is, exactly like dust. Yeah. And these are the same chimneys, like
hydrothermal vents, the same as we just saw at the other area. It is the most southern area of this
the same
stone forest. Yeah.
Yeah, these are too far away. The camera won't present it, but I'll make a few pictures with.
Okay.
We'll zoom. Yeah. Very interesting place. Unfortunately, not very well presented and preserved from our government.
Exactly.
It
Like
is what it is.
almost everything, unfortunately, you see, it stays in ruins, not maintained. The road to here is awful. Thanks to the big enduro bikes that we're riding, we managed to come here. Otherwise, good luck.
Yeah. Thank you very much for the info.
You're welcome.
Man, it's hot. It's around 28 degrees. It's so good to ride again, to have the wind on my chest. Now we are going to a really nice restaurant. The name of the restaurant is Magical Spring, but the interesting part is the spring itself. It's a nice spot, isn't it? Look how clean the water is, and the ducks
And the fish.
and the fish is very big. The best of everything is that it is located only 30 kilometers west from Varna, etc. And the spring itself. Plamen,
Yeah.
tell me a bit more about this.
Well, guys, we are at this very special spot. Actually, these are the biggest karst springs in Bulgaria. There are like 30 of them. Most of them currently are captured to provide water for the industrial plants around this area. But this one, particular one, is called the Magical Spring. It's there is a legend here that tells that Emperor Trajan's favorite sister Marciana used to love this spring a lot, and she stayed here very prolonged times, and she loved it, this place. And probably it is the reason why Emperor Trajan, when he formed this city here in 106 after death, he called it Marcianopolis, named after his favorite sister Marciana.
Today we call it Devnya, yeah?
Yeah.
But the colors are just unreal. The colors are like made in Photoshop,
Yeah, exactly.
but there is no post-production.
Yeah.
These
It's
are the
like
real
a
colors.
wallpaper here.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the camera now and make a few pictures. Beautiful green tunnel. I love it. So this area here, this is a popular fort named Ovech, very close to Provaria. You can see where the natural wall was running from left to right, and there's some wall that was built later. This was like a natural defense to the west, but millions of years ago all of this was under the sea, include the stone forest that we showed you, right? Yeah. So all of this was under the sea, and if you go on the top of this fort, you're gonna see the metal hooks that's standing there too, just to hang the bolts. Really interesting place. This road now is part of Aitos Pass, which is going over the mountain on the other side, but we're not going to take it. This now is Sunnyvale Dam, and here after the dam there is one really interesting rock formation named Beautiful Rocks or something like that.
So we're gonna turn left, go through it, and then go back in direction Varna, where I would like to show you a few more interesting places. These are the rock formation that I told you, Chudnite Skali or Wonder Rocks or whatever you want to name it. Of course the tunnel is man-made. And this is Dam Sunnyvale, which I'm surprised to see really full, because last time when I was here it was just a small, like a stream in the middle. Now maybe because in the last week there were some rains here and there, just full again. But yes, interesting place to see. We're in the middle of Asparuhovo village, and this is one very interesting church, unfortunately closed today. But Plamen explained me so many interesting stories. I just don't have words, and unfortunately my English is not that good to translate everything that he told me. But every piece of our land, it's such a history that of course is interesting more for us Bulgarians. That's why I'm not gonna include it here. But anyway, for me this was very interesting day, and it is still not finished. It looks like we might got some rain, but on 32 degrees the rain is more than welcome. Roads like this you cannot see very often in Bulgaria, but we have some. This is the road from Avren to Varna. Brand new tarmac road, perfect. This is the neighborhood of Galata. Over there is the Black Sea, but the place that I would like to show you now will surprise you a bit, because it is not some kind of attraction, it is something different. This is Galata Lighthouse, but we're not coming because of it. It looks like we are going nowhere, but it is not exactly like that. This was a famous restaurant in the 80s, very popular, especially during the night, because it has a big terrace over there, a face to the sea. But you will see what is the condition now. This was the stairs to the second floor. And this is the condition now, because in the later 80s the terrace of the restaurant collapsed after a light earthquake. It broke from here, so you can see how it collapsed, and since then it is like that. So we call this now the broken restaurant, but it could be also the broken dreams of someone here. But it's a spectacular place to visit. Like it very much. I've been here a number of times, but I never filmed. That's why I decided to come. And from here to down there, it's probably around 30-40 meters. It's very interesting place. Let's go down through these stairs to the first floor to show you what it is there. As I said, this is the place of broken dreams. I'm gonna use the stairs. I like this. We call them like communistic monuments. This is not exactly like this, but kind of. And as I said, I enjoy it every time when I come. See how heavy the terrace was, made from concrete reinforced, but nothing beat the nature. It broke, and that's it. End of the story, end of the business.
And Varna is over there. Here probably was the orchestra, live music, big fireplace. The rest of the rooms here probably was a kitchen. Now we have only, yeah, here was the kitchen. You can see the ceramic tiles. Now you can see only these graffitis. It was habitated by junkies on some stage. Now it's empty. I think that it still can be converted to an interesting place if someone buy it. Well, I don't know. It is what it is. Anyway, as I told you, I like these places. Maybe you don't, but I really do. And this now is the last place that I would like to show you. It is a viewpoint over Varna. Just a second. This one is a monument of the unknown motorcyclists that been killed during accidents or something like that. It was done a few years ago. Donations from motor clubs made from iron. Really nice symbol, these wings. And this is the top spot, the top view spot over Varna. You can see Asporuhovo bridge and the whole Varna. It is around 4 o'clock, so got like 6-7 hours. I really enjoyed the day. I hope you'll find something interesting for you. Thank you very much, my friend, for the great company.
It's my pleasure. We shall do it again.
Yes, of course, we're gonna do it again next week. Once again, for everyone who interested, Rosseta Motorcycle Tours, link in the description below. They can organize everything for you, no matter where you come from and what you would like to see. Everything fully customized. Always ride safe and see you next time.
Guys.
Ciao.